Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to the Essential RC YouTube channel for something quite exciting. Actually, been waiting months and months for this. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 has arrived. It's taken a while, but it's here. It was released at 3 AM this morning. And took a couple of hours to download, and I just had half an hour to an hour to play with it earlier today to get my head around it, and it's obviously a very large piece of software, a very large and complex simulator. Lots you can do with it. It's going to be a bit of a journey, and this is the first. I'm learning as I go along. Obviously this sim covers people who want to play on the gaming end of the spectrum all the way through to professional pilots, commercial pilots who want to explore the capabilities of other aircraft, I suspect, and fly to other destinations, get familiar with other airports. So I'm not going to muck around. I want to jump straight in. So hello, if you jumped on, a lot of familiar names. Custard, thanks very much for the tip there, very much appreciated. Would be anybody else who does that. So hope you're getting sound okay and everything like that. So jumping into world map. You can fly multiplayer. I'm not got into that yet. I'm just going to give you a taster. So in terms of aircraft, this is really what we want to know, isn't it? What types of aircraft can we fly in this simulator? So Airbus A320, that's what I'm going to select on this trip around New York. But you have all different types of aircraft in here. So we've got a pit special for aerobatics, we've got a big Boeing 747, we've got some fixed wing, single and a multi-engine aircraft as well. We've even got an Icon A5 for flying off water. We'll definitely have to try that sometime. And keep scrolling across. So you can see lots of different things in here that we could choose from. Cessna, Citation, and a Cub as well. So we are going to go with the A320 for this trip. We're going to fly out of New York, and I think we're just going to set New York as our destination as well. Flight conditions is custom, but we could go with real world. Let's just go with takeoff time at 10:41. So questions already. What type of gear am I using? So I am using the Thrustmaster, really good kit. I'm using a very high spec PC for the first, that's the first thing. So it was really nice when I started this up this morning. After I installed it, it said ultra graphics mode, pre-selected, automatic. So you're going to be seeing the best graphics that you can run in this. I'm using the Thrustmaster joystick here, and I'm using the HOTAS throttle assembly down there. So lots of buttons I can choose from as well. Right, so I've selected all that and my weather. Let's go fly. The only difference is when I fly this by myself, I've got a wide screen here. The one thing that isn't working is track IR at the moment, disappointingly, so it's not tracking head movement for some reason. Okay, so we're jumping in. I can see chat, so questions and feedback. Yep, I'm running a 2080 Ti in 4K as well, but I'm getting 60 frames a second. So I don't know what the problem is, and I'm ultra graphics level as well. All good. All right, so now I've got all the assists turn on. What I'm trying to show here is that you could just jump into this and have a lot of fun right from the start. It's really complex. You can just jump in and have start. Now the thing I think people want to see is the eye candy, you know, how good does this look. So we're in cockpit view here. I can switch to free look. Unfortunately my track IR isn't working, but I can look around the cockpit obviously at all the switches. High fidelity cockpit, so I can click on these buttons if I wanted to and if I actually knew what they were doing, which I don't. And external views, you get all of the instrumentation come up. So I've got my compass up here, my heading, my airspeed, my engines, my fuel situation, angle attack, flaps, altitude, all really good information that I need when I'm flying from an external view. I've got multiple fixed external views that I can flip around. How much we need to pay for this game on Steam? There are 3 different versions. I've got the top version, although it's not quite working at the moment. I haven't got all the supported airports. It was about 120, but there are cheaper versions, probably about $60. So look at these views, fantastic. All the way down to, there was an internal view as well. So let's get rolling, shall we? And I will cycle through the external views as we go. So we're in New York, JFK. Before I'm going to start, I'm going to turn off my webcam view because you don't want me on the screen. So there you go. Hope that's better. Just going to adjusting the view for you slightly. Hope that's good. Are we ready? So seat belts on. Please put your seats to the upright position. You want me on the screen? Really? Al, really? Do you think that'll help? I'll do that for a little bit then. There you go. And I'm actually just gonna configure my cam very quickly. Bear with me. Dom in close up, and I'll just do that. How's that? So you want to see my reaction to this amazing game, that simulator that we're about to play. Okay. Right. Minimize that. This is I tell you, streaming is not an easy thing. Wear a white shirt. I should be wearing a pilot's outfit, shouldn't I? I'm going to get one, Al. Al's on the Essential RC team. I should have a captain's hat. Okay, so here we go. Throttling up. And I'm on the parking brake. Parking brake off. We're rolling. Don't expect this to be a smooth flight, will you? Gear up. No particular destination. We're just going to fly around, and I'm going to show you some of the views. staying low as well. Can it do inverted? Probably could, but I wouldn't want to do that any lower than about 30,000 feet. I was in New York not too long ago, and an amazing city, particularly Central Park, beautiful. So I think that the quality of the graphics you're seeing probably over this stream don't mirror what I'm seeing on the screen here. Obviously, the quality of the stream will affect it a bit. Oh, I guess maybe it's a case of where you are. So, anybody want to call out any sites? 500 feet ish. Might do a barrel roll a little bit later.
300, 400.
Famous landmark coming up. My friend Custard asking me if I could land on the Hudson. I did try a water landing this morning actually, it's not very impressive. I think I've got unlimited fuel. ultra. Well, I'm flying at ultra graphics level, but bear in mind that this is over a stream, so it is degraded. Sure, let's switch to cockpit view. How's that? Oh. Good morning, Brazil. Have I ever piloted a 747? That'd be a negative. Yeah, they're fixed, Al. So, as far as I've seen, yeah, I can't seem to move the views with my mouse. I'm just using these quick views. So I thought we'd climb into the clouds, shall we? I have heard one of the amazing things with this sim are the clouds. The details for the spec of the PC I'm using are in the video description, so please have a look in there. All right, you see, I'm actually, I'm not. It's not hard to persuade me to do crazy things. So let's get a bit of altitude. Cobra. We'll try for a loop. I'm not sure. The A320. It seems quite sluggish. Well, I haven't even done that from a dive. So let's get some height. 6,000. 7,000. We'll get to 10,000 feet. 8,000. 9,000. Leveling off for 10,000 feet. And then we'll dive and we'll see if we can pull back on the stick. Full throttle. Definitely going to overspeed now. Now I've selected the option where you can't exceed the airframe, so the wings should not snap off. Pulling back. No. No, it's not going to loop. That's a shame, isn't it? So I guess we should try a different aircraft. Should we do that? So, I think we go end main menu. Let's choose something a bit more agile. I don't think it would let me fly invert. Maybe I have to. I know what you probably have to. Maybe you have to turn off the flight physics or something like that. So let's just do JFK again, or actually, yeah, let's stick with New York. And we'll put in LaGuardia as the destination this time. We'll choose a different aircraft. Any preferences out there? Custard, since you're a paying customer. Yeah, you've got a Citation. You've got a Cessna Citation. We should choose something that's fairly rapid. I guess let's go for that. No liveries. Same time of day. And then we'll try something with a prop. Yeah, we'll do that next torty. We'll do the pits. So the spec of the PC I'm using is in the video description for this stream. Yes, it's my lunch break out. 2-hour lunch break. I'm only 17 minutes into it and I'm here for a full 2 hours. Actually, the stewardess is going to deliver the stewardess called Claire is actually making my lunch in the back. ATC going to give me clearance? Who cares? So, internal view. Anybody know what a Cessna Citation looks like from the inside? Pretty nice. I'd rather be sitting back there, to be honest, than me flying. Alrighty. Belly view is the best. Yeah, it's about the same, Al, I'd say. Engines are running. Let's go. Parking brake off. Throttling up. Nope. Gear up. Stewardess has just delivered my lunch. Ooh, I was over speed. Right, let's see if this this is a bit more aerobatic, but we'll do some lower level flying. Let's just get my view set up. It feels a lot more agile than the A320, that's for sure. Come on. Cutting the engines. Bye, Niche. Hope you're holding on to your hats. Banking hard, right. I'm not landing, I don't need a landing gear. Oh. Apparently you can overstress the aircraft. Well, you find out as you do it, I guess. Right, okay, let's try something that definitely can take the stress then. Let's get in the pits. So we exceeded the limitations of the Cessna Citation. I thought I'd switch that off. Yeah, no crash, you know, no flames, no smoke, nothing like that, unfortunately. No fighter jets so far. Only commercial aircraft. Why is it taking so long to reload? Might have to. It didn't like that. It didn't like that I. Hey James. So I just exceeded the limitations of the Cessna Citation. It broke up when I was overspeeding. I've got a feeling I've broken it, and I might have to restart. I should have had that view over the wing, shouldn't I? Yeah, I don't think this is going very well. So I'm going to close that and restart on Steam. Oh dear, it's all gone pear-shaped. I didn't expect, you know, when you crash the aircraft, it actually crashes the game as well. Right, starting again. Bear with me. Come on. Yeah, so there are other people out there downloading it, and I suspect a lot of people got up early this morning and doing exactly the same thing. Fortunately, I woke up at 5:30 this morning, training with having 3 children. That's one of the small number of benefits. Right, we're getting there. I guess just why not show you this intro sequence, part of it anyway. And this is genuinely what I'm more or less seeing. Is that Toronto? Okay, it's enough of that. That's stream looks good. We can jump into something else. So we said the pits, didn't we? On one, well, loading. Yeah, that is a bit daft. I think maybe they were working on the sim right until the last moment, guy. And it could take some people 1 or 2 days to download it. Come on, come on. Okay, dokie. We're back. So, should we fly from somewhere different? Let's fly from Paris. Should we go to Paris? Paris to Donegal. Not that it matters, because I'm not going to fly to Donegal. Donegal's in Ireland. And we're going to choose the pits. Okay. Conditions, that's all good, isn't it? So I think we're good. No, I'm running, that is running off a 2 terabyte solid state drive. If you've got a mechanical drive, it's going to take like 3 or 4 times longer to load, I reckon. Landon, Alejandro, hello, thanks for joining the stream. Huge amount of content coming from the cloud. It's mind-boggling. Right, where's my external views? Thank you. So for anybody who's joined us, we're looking at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 for the first time. I'm not a qualified pilot. Unlike my buddy James Bennett, who does have a pilot's license and actually did, James, you actually did some training on commercial aircraft as well, didn't you? I don't. You know, I'm just a gamer. So let's do this from cockpit, I guess. Nice views. Clear for takeoff, runway 26. Here we go. I've got to keep my feet on the pedals. Oh! Permission to buzz the tower. Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Oh, this isn't easy to fly, I'd say. Not easy. Inverted over JF. Oh, where was I flying out of? Oh, it's France, isn't it? Oh, I even forgot where I was. I know. What do you have to do when you're in a biplane when you're in France? You have to fly through the Eiffel Tower if I could find it. Well, there's the tower. I'm not sure. Let's fly past the tower and then see if I can find the Arc de Triomphe or the Eiffel Tower. No. Past the tower. Thanks, Custard. You really are spoiling me with the beer money today. Really appreciate it, buddy. Chris Grosvenor, my nephew. How you doing, buddy? Even got family coming on board today. Let's go to external view. This thing isn't trimmed out, I have to say. Right, okay, where's the Eiffel Tower? That's what I want to know. Ugh. This is Paris, isn't it? It is. So where's the Eiffel Tower? It should be stand out like a sore thumb. Very frustrating when you can't see landmarks. Or even central Paris, you know, that's all I want to know. Where's central Paris? Anyway, it'll probably take quite a while to get there. What I think I should probably try for a first time is a landing. Yeah, it is Charles de Gaulle, so it's a long way away then. Do you know what, I did try it this morning, but I was in the A320, so got there very, very quickly. Unsurprisingly. Back to the airport. That's a good question, King. Is it only for PC? I can't. I can imagine it must be on Xbox, mustn't it? Adrian, how's Adrian? Runway. Hey, look at that. He turns and he's already lined up. Good for you, mate. I'm doing the same. Work hard, play hard and all that. Oh, this is horrible. I need to do this in an external view. There we go. Adrian, this is why when I come down to Popham, I have no aspirations to fly in a full size. You wouldn't want to get in a full size aircraft with me. The only thing I would want to fly in is a Eurofighter Typhoon, that is it. Or maybe a MiG. I'm landing. My first landing. Not bad. Alright, let's try something else. Wasn't bad, was it? Right, let's try something else. Main menu. Oh god, reload. So this is running off a solid state drive, but it is taking like 1 or 2 minutes each time to go back to the main menu and to load up a flight. SSDs aren't that expensive these days. Anyway, in the 1 terabyte size. So for those who have joined us, what aircraft do we have? A320 we've tried, we just tried the Pitts. 787 is just huge and slow moving, and I'm not going to try that. We've got an extra 300. Why don't we try a turboprop? We tried the Cessna. Beechcraft. Try the Beechcraft. So let's go somewhere, Courchevel, somewhere beautiful in the world. Should see Mont Blanc. Beechcraft, flight conditions are good. Might try a bit of weather next time as well, so we'll do this. I think you can change the weather while you're flying. No, below 400 knots. All I need to know is what the stall speed is. I'm guessing it's about 150. Yes, you can fly at night. Another great point, and we will try that in a moment. So I'm doing it. This is a 2-hour stream, live stream, across my lunchtime. It's like I do have a job, but I'm doing this across my lunchtime. Probably going to do it this evening as well. So we're 40 minutes into it. Where the heck am I? What? I've seen this on YouTube videos. It's like you go downhill to take off. Oh my god! Crazy. Oh, you can move the external views. You hold down the mouse. You hold down the mouse right key to change the view. Look at that! That is mad. And I can zoom in and out. You see, I'm just finding out things as I go along because I haven't tried. Ta-da! Al says. Right, so flaps. Just try it from this view, I guess. Let's have a look inside the cockpit first. Pretty cool looking interior in the Beechcraft. Seen some really big models of the Beechcraft fly in Germany. Nice thing to fly, probably even RC. What else can I change here? Oh look, weather. Get this. What can I change here? Precipitation. Shouldn't that work? Didn't do anything. Oh, hold on, that was lightning, wasn't it? Lightning. Oh my god. Precipitation. Here we go. This is what it's about. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just having fun playing with the weather. So we've got rain, thunder and lightning. I haven't added any wind. Okay. Flaps 10. Parking brake off. Rolling. Ah. Oh my god, gear up. That was a bit marginal. Oh my god, this has just gone to another level of realism. Let's get this menu out of the way. Freaking hell. Look, I didn't crash. It's all cool. Welcome to Essential RC Airlines. Man, oh man, I'm loving the lightning effects. Oh. Wow. So you are all effectively sitting back there, and I'm taking you for a trip around Courchevel. How are you all feeling? Stewardess will serve you drinks momentarily. No refunds. God, that lightning. Let's go to external view again. Weather. Let's add. Where's the add wind? You can, oh my word! Right, we got some wicked turbulence going on. Right, okay, so roll. Oh my god! Over the top. Through the clouds. Oh dear. No, we might not make it. Roll it out. Pull up. Oh, better reducing throttle. Oh no, no, I did it again. I was just thinking, I shouldn't be going this fast. The airplane might actually fall apart. And it did. That was a bit intense, I have to say. I wasn't expecting that. After flying around New York. Oh my god. Okay, right. So, do you know what would be cool? I think JFK at night would be cool, would it not? So why don't we do that? Let's do that in the Citation for a bit of speed. Won't overspeed this time. So we'll go out of JFK. We're going to do this at night, and we'll do yeah, we're just going to do JFK because I want to see what the lighting effects are like. So we'll say LaGuardia, but I'm just going to, and flight conditions, time of day, like that. I'm not going to put storm on. Done that, that scared me. Not a lot happens when you crash, it all goes dark. Those who have just tuned in, we are on Microsoft's latest version of its flight simulator, the 2020 version. Literally learning as I go along, snapping aeroplanes wherever I go. I don't think this is going to be easier at night, funnily enough. But why not? Thanks, Alex. This is aviation related. I don't, you know, it's cool to put it on the channel. So I'm not going to have any weather effects on for now. Cessna Citation, we're just going to, what does it look like? There we are in the cockpit, and you're all sitting in the back. Nice, gentle ride at night around New York. Parking brake off. Flaps. Here we go. Gear up. Oh, don't overspeed again. So call me rude, but I'm going to turn off my webcam because I'm a pilot and I need to eat. So just enjoy the views while I fly around New York at night.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 right, Airbus A320.
So good afternoon. Just had a little, I was eating my lunch while I was flying, and I thought it'd be a bit rude to do that while I was on cam, so hence no commentary. So thanks for sticking with us if you've been doing that. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 on the Essential RC YouTube channel. It's not RC, I know that, but it's aviation related and I love all things aviation related, hence I'm having a play during my lunchtime about for the next 50 minutes or so, and then we'll probably be on later on this evening. So in the Airbus A320, we're in Paris. Was here a little earlier, didn't find the Eiffel Tower or the Arc de Triomphe, so I was in a biplane. So let's see if we can find it. Here we go, throttling up. Flap set. 100. Trying to stay on the centre line. 150. 170. And rotate. Oops. Gear up. Being a lot gentler with my throttle now, as I've overspeeded and broken planes apart a couple of times. Thanks, King. Appreciate that. So I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this so far. I'm not easily impressed by graphics. I have done a lot of gaming in my time. You know, I remember playing this for the first time. The first version of this was out in 1982. You know, 38 years ago, and look how far we've come. Quite amazing. The details and the live traffic that's going on at the same time. All the different weather effects. We were trying weather effects earlier on. Yeah, 1982 was the first version. Something flying over central Paris. Excuse me. Familiar sight of the Eiffel Tower. Hard to say, Wham Bam, I'm just making it up as I go along. Past the Eiffel Tower. Just fun to try different things when you get something new like this. Trying to stay low to show you the detail while not crashing at the same time. Not easy. Don't think anybody would be particularly impressed by an A320 flying at 1,000 feet over central Paris. 500. But it's the type of thing you can do in a sim. It's nice how you can actually pick out the airports with their runway lights. They've made them really, really obvious, because in other flight sims the main difficulty is navigating back to the airport, but they've made it a lot easier in this version. So you can see just off to the left, off to the north. Well, unfortunately, I have paid for the top version, the deluxe version. There's the Arc de Triomphe just down below us. But the UK is not available at the moment to start from anyway. Yeah, they probably would send up 2 Raffles to intercept me, wouldn't they? Probably could go anywhere to the UK, but it would take a long time to get there. I should be able to see London Heathrow as a starting point, but for some reason it's not listed. Why, I don't know. I suspect it's something Microsoft will work out. I see. Thanks, M-Shag. So I'm hoping they sort that out very soon, because it would be nice to fly from your hometown, wouldn't it? And see the sights of London. Excuse me while I clear my throat. 4,000 feet. I'm not going to make that runway, am I? I'm way too high. We're in Paris. So we just overflew central Paris. Now, here's the thing. Let's line up with central Paris. And then I will turn on some weather effects. And it's nice that other sims that I've played, you have to go out, set the weather, come back in. It takes time. You can actually do it on the fly with this. I think that's Charles de Gaulle Airport in the distance. Okay. So coming back round. Weather. So let's first of all, look at that. It's stunning. I know you're not quite seeing what I'm seeing in terms of the graphics, but it is mind-blowing. Maximum rain and precipitation. Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it? Again, we're going over the Arc de Triomphe down below us. Whoa, hear that thunder. Amazing. I'm liking flying at night more than I am during the day. It really is that good. Right, I've been on the same view for a while, haven't I? Should be able to cycle between these views. I'm liking this game. I'm liking this a lot, I have to say. I had my doubts before this, and I was telling James and the other guys in the team that if you play DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, and where you can go on missions and you've got weapons and you're flying military combat aircraft, I thought this would be kind of boring in comparison. But it is so immersive. The graphics are just mind-blowing. I don't know how they've done it. Oh my god. It's like you change these different views and it's like, oh my, wow. DCS is nothing. In terms of the environment, the aircraft are quite amazing in DCS, but the detail on the ground is just amazing in this. Blimey. If only they make VR to this resolution one day. Probably won't be in my lifetime, but it'll just be like being in the real thing. I'm watching this on a really brilliant widescreen monitor. It's just breathtaking. Well, MShag, if you do the auto start, it's 2 or 3 minutes, but yeah, it does take time. And this is like you get in the air, and you start enjoying it straight away. You could. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so compelling to watch the scenery in this. That is what I'm more surprised by than anything, I think. And it's like, you know, when you do go flying on holiday and on business in airliners, it is stunning looking out of a window at night, isn't it? It almost doesn't look realistic. And this is I'm just amazed how well this emulates it. Oh, big lightning. Haven't even tried out the cockpit view much. Jeez. Is there anything else I can do on weather? What's aerosol density? I've actually no idea what that is. Okay, it's visibility, isn't it? So moisture in the air. That'll slow down. There's no point doing that. It just makes everything hard to see. But you can add wind at different levels, cloud at different levels. Sheesh. Yeah, I've got VR, but VR is lower resolution than this. Wow. So we've kind of departed Paris now. We're a long way out, so I think we'll try somewhere else. I can't imagine how big the VR goggles would have to be to support the resolution that I'm looking at. You'd have to strap this whole monitor to my head. Right, okay, that's enough thunder and lightning. Let's, jeez. So I can run this stream for another 35 minutes. I have my day job to get back to, but I'm planning on being back on this evening. I'm just so impressed by this. I just want to get more of it. So let's. I was really hoping they might have solved this by this evening. What other place? We've got Queenstown. It's in Sydney, Rio de Janeiro. Woo. Okay, so let's scroll up. We've got Orlando, LA, Tokyo. We've seen all these at the top, haven't we? So where's a great destination to go to? Rio? Should we try Rio? Sugarloaf Mountain, isn't it? You know what? I failed geography. O level. Dubai's not on there. Dubai. God, there's so much good stuff to look at in Dubai, isn't there? But unless I'm missing it. But Dubai International Airport, you would have thought would be there, wouldn't you? Ah, we're going to get all through these. Aspen. Who wouldn't like to go to Aspen? Hong Kong. I don't see it. No doubt they'll add all these over time. You're seeing what I'm seeing. So Toronto, New York, Aspen, Gibraltar, Tokyo, Sedona, LA, Madeira, Orlando, Lupla, Sabas, and I can't even pronounce some of these. Entebbe. So let's go with Rio. I think it's nice cruising around in the A320. Doesn't really matter what we're in, and we get a fair distance quickly. So let's stick with that. I'm going to change conditions today. Midday-ish. Let's go fly. Queenstown was there. So I'm running it off a 2 terabyte SSD, solid state drive, kind of necessary for gaming these days.
Rio Tower Airbus Alpha Sierra X-Ray 320 at runway 28 ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Thank you, Tower. Okay, external view. I think it's more interesting for you, isn't it, if I do external view? Pitch it sideways slightly bit. So I don't know where. They did have this thing earlier when I was flying this morning. It had pop-ups, sites, you know, special interest landmarks and whatever. It would tell you. And funnily, that's disappeared. I'll have to see if we can switch that back on, because it's nice to see something in the distance and fly towards it. Assistance General. Let's just see. I don't think I would have turned it off. Camera, traffic data. You can limit the bandwidth that you use, you know, because it can get expensive if you're paying. Flight model, international settings and all that type of stuff. Assistance, it's probably under assistance. Navigation aids, route and waypoints. Taxi ribbon, landing path, point of interest markers. Boom. City markers on, airport markers on. Look at all this stuff that you can turn on and off. Failure and damage, crash damage is enabled. Let's turn off the stress damage, just is not helping me. Engine stress damage, what's the point? I don't want to be too realistic. Crash damage, I'll leave that one. There we go. Apply and save. My fave aircraft in this, or in general? My favourite aircraft of all time is the Eurofighter Typhoon. Right, so let's see if we can find some sites in Rio de Janeiro. Oh, Paul, they'll sort these things out. Break off. I really need to get some pedals. It has to be said, it is, Cade. It's pretty impressive. Worth the money I paid for it, I think. If it keeps me absorbed for a couple of hours, it's got to be good. I think if you're into aviation, you're probably quite demanding in terms of what you want from a sim. Rotate. Gear up. I should be on commission. Flaps up. sometime in the future on Xbox apparently. But I'm enjoying flying it on PC. Again, I'm not going to get too high. See, there's a landmark over there. It's probably an airport. Ah, okay. That gives us a distance. I wouldn't say it's my favourite game yet. I'm still pretty much liking DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. Where is that? Well, somebody want to give me a heading? It does, and it'll only get better. DCS is very, very good. Right, okay, so let's go to the beach and then we'll turn around. Hello, China. Thanks for tuning in. So if by chance you were not subscribed to this YouTube channel, then please do, because we're going to be doing a lot of this, exploring the different features of this, and my other good friends in the Essential RC team are going to be joining me as well, hopefully in the near future, and we'll be flying together, which would be another fantastic dimension if you can fly airliners in formation. Oh, there's another aircraft. Did you see that? Thank you for that. And that's a good point. Don't just subscribe, you have to click that bell for notifications. Very important. Otherwise you don't get notifications of when we're going online. No, it's not realistic if you crash, I'm afraid. No explosions or anything like that. So I don't know where Sugarloaf Mountain is. I was kind of expecting it to be very obvious and prominent. If anything, this is certainly going to improve my... Thanks again, Custard, for the tip. More beer money. Certainly going to improve my geography. Let's do, let's just fly over these mountains. And then we'll turn northeast. Well, Coldplay Live, thank you very much for asking. There is a button at the bottom of your chat window with a, I think it's a $sign, and that enables you to make a super chat, as they call it in in YouTube parlance, where you can make a tip. So there's a $sign, click on that and I'm sure it will help you. But any contributions, tips are more than welcome. They do go into the channel and not into my lovely wife's pocket, because she just go out and buy a pair of shoes. Well, does somebody want to Google where Sugarloaf Mountain is and tell me? Because it would be nice to know where it is. It is definitely on a high peak somewhere, and I was really hoping it would be easy to spot. Thanks, Viking. I mean, is it on the coastline? I thought it was on the coastline. Sugarloaf Mountain. Yeah, isn't it? Heat haze is good. Cloud. What am I at? 4,700 feet? No, I can't speak Chinese. I apologise. Languages were never my strength. I mean, I totally lost my bearings from the airport now. Although I think there's an airport off to the southeast over there. Passengers? No, no passengers. God, you wouldn't want to be a passenger on this, would you? With me. I think it would just interpret that as a crash. But there is an Icon A5 water plane in this, so I might try that next just before the end to see whether that can actually land on water. Should we get a bit lower? I tell you what, I'm gonna. I hear what you're saying. I'm going to move my face cam, my webcam. That's better, isn't it? Like to keep my customers happy. Oh, well, look, here we go. Christ the Redeemer. Is this it? Oh, this would be epic. Yeah, looks like it. Wow, I've just been very, very lucky so far. To actually. And I think this will be the best view. Excellent. Christ. Somebody said Christ the reindeer earlier, didn't they? The Redeemer. Two and a half thousand feet coming up. Slight bank left. And we're coming, is that, I think that's his back. Wow. So what I'll do is I'm going to make a turn and come back. No point water landing, it will just stop Well, not that I've seen. No liveries, extra liveries at the moment. We'll just go out to this island and then we're going to do a U-turn. Thanks, King. Appreciate that. Okay, hard bank left. Wow, I mean, look at the water effects. They're pretty damn good as well. The sunshine off the water, that's pretty impressive. Come on. Here we go. The most famous site in Rio de Janeiro. Woo! Throttling up. That was pretty close. Yes, I'm at ultra level graphics. If you want to know the spec then of my machine, then have a look in the description for this stream. I did paste it in there before I started. Should be there. If not, and when I end the stream, it will be in the video that's on the channel. Wow. So, I don't know where the airport is. It would be nice to do a landing in the A320. Ah. Interestingly, I was close to stall speed, so the computer system has taken over the throttle control. Is that an airport? You see, that's an airport in front of me there on that little island. So what I could do, Galileo Antonio C. So what I think I'm going to do is try and land there. It'd be nice to know the stall speed in knots of the A320. I'm guessing 200-ish. So let's do this. Bank right, and I'll do out to the coastline out here, hard bank left, and come in for a landing. So I am going out. My bearing's going to have to be about 32 for the return. Northwest. Really? 130 to 140. Good to know. Okay, thanks for that, RC pilot. Oh, there's an airport down below me as well. Well, if I go a little bit further and do a turn, then I've got two options, haven't I, if I overshoot. so bear with me. $6,000 and way high as well. Yes, we've done lightning and all that, and rain. Yeah, indeed, I've got two lined up behind me. So I'm going to fly out to this island out here, do a U-turn, come back, take a northeast heading, and see if we can set it down. My good friend RC Pilot says stall speed is about 140. Currently 5,000 feet, 220 knots. Which is good. I'm going to execute the 180 in a moment. And we want to be northeast heading. Half Cuban in an A320. If only. Right, nearly. I need a good descent. Ever tried to make a good landing out of a bad approach? Can't be done. King Not Flame is in the house. Hard bank before we get here. Northeast, we need a northeast heading. 32, didn't I say? Woo! And that's the computer system overriding. Not going to let me overbank. I've throttled right back and it's throttling up for me. Coming round on our heading. If I could actually spot where the airport is, that would help. Where is it? And I've dropped some good height as well. Where is that airport? Roger that. Right. Ah, I see the second one. I may have missed the first one. Well, we're not going to land where we intended. I think if I turn at this airfield, half flat, now I'm not coming into this one, but I've gone full throttle, full flaps, sorry. I think I went flaps a bit early actually. God's sake, where is it? Damn it, I would have liked to have landed there. Why is it not? See that light that flashes out there, but I think I might be 90 degrees to the runway. I really thought. So annoying. So that looks. That runway's perpendicular. So let's go for that. Oh, stress, man. You can set up fuel so that it's limited. I'm not keeping you in the room, Willem. You can do whatever you want. I know. That's the whole thing with running a YouTube channel. You just get people who come on just say, I'm not enjoying it. It's like, they don't have to hang around. I know, his English is a bit poor as well. Right, should we turn in? And pray that I'm just vaguely lined up with the runway. Oh, there it is. Full flap. Heights coming down nicely. This is like coming into Hong Kong. This is not going to end well. It's just not. I hope you don't have very high expectations. I don't. But what I'm feeling is that you're all back there relying on me, that we had an emergency, that the pilot is unconscious, and that Dom, an amazing RC pilot, has taken the controls of this A320. Right, execute the left turn imminently. What? No? If I turned way too early. Way too early. Not a problem. You're all going, ah, ah. I just disconnected my track IR. No problem. Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure that's a runway. Oh my god, I'm so on the verge of stall, it's unbelievable. And this is like an airport for microlights or something, I think. Come on, baby, come on. Kick it round. Look at that! Oh, a bit high. I think I'm going to overshoot, but I'm trying, guys. I'm trying for you. Come on. Crash positions.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, drive,
Oh my god! How did I do that? Woo! I tell you what, I mean, it's not the real thing, but you feel the pressure, you feel the stress. Oh, that was so good. Wow. What an awesome point to end on. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been just, in terms of all the things, well, the games that I've tried, Sims I've tried for the first time, this has been like mind-blowing, I have to say. Really, really just grips you. So I'm just going to taxi back to the stand and let you all off so you can go about your business. I hope you enjoyed flying Essential RC Airways. It was a pleasure to take you to Rio de Janeiro today. I hope you enjoy your time in Rio, and we shall be departing Rio de Janeiro later on this evening. That was pretty good. I have to say, I do really enjoy the pressure. I did. Well, the landing was definitely easiest with the belly view. Flaps up. Thanks, Custard. And again, Custard, thanks very much for the beer money. Really appreciate it, as always. Don't think I landed at an international airport. It's not very busy here, is it? Blimey. So I think I'll just park up here. I think that'll do. Brilliant. Okay. Deep breath. Thank you very much for watching this live stream on the Essential RC YouTube channel. First time out with Flight Simulator 2020. I'll be back later on this evening, probably 6-7 o'clock. Subscribe. Click on that notification bell so that you do get all notifications. Sorry, I do have to end the stream here. I need a break. It's not like I have to go back and do my day job, but I need a rest after doing that crazy and absorbing and compelling and just so much fun. So, and that's why I'll be back to do it again. So thanks very much, and see you soon. Take care. Oh, need to lie down.